Welcome back to Rising. Now, the holidays are meant to be merry and bright, but for some, it can feel very dark and gloomy. Today, we have Dr. Eanah here to help us all understand how that seasonal stress and how to manage it. It's a lot to take on this time of year with the shopping. The holidays are very stressful with decorating, hosting, buying presents nonstop, and setting the bar very high for ourselves during this time of year. And it's difficult for so many, but what are some of the reasons why?
So the holidays, of course, are an opportunity for joy, for time to connect with family, friends, but they can also be very stressful. I heard it once said that the holidays can sort of magnify whatever's going on in your life. So if you're in your life, if you've recently lost someone, if you are going through a divorce, if you're a new parent, if you've lost a relationship, whatever's happening, the holiday is going to magnify those things and can cause additional stress. During the holidays, we also have a lot of increased expectations, right? So those can be financial or social. So we may be invited to a lot of parties, and maybe our social battery, it's a little bit more than we can normally handle. There may be constant gift exchanges or events that require spending money, dinners, outings. There can also be challenging family dynamics when it comes to traditions that include extended family. Oftentimes going home for the holidays to be with extended family can be triggering for people. So the holidays are good, but even with good times, stress can come depending on what's happening in your life.
Do you have good advice for people on how to say no to these events, or putting yourself first and saying no to being around certain family members or friends around the holidays?
Yeah, and so that definitely starts before the holiday, right? So you want to prepare as far ahead as you can and just be very open about, first with yourself, what you can and cannot do and what your boundaries are. And to not be afraid to tell people no, like I can't make this event, or to set a certain number of events you can go to and maybe offer to do something else. If I can't come to your party, maybe you and I can sit down for coffee together, one-on-one, and just catch up.
I love that.
Yeah, finding ways to just try to make it work.
Really great advice. Now, when should someone seek help and check out their local resources, though? Like, how do you know the difference between holiday seasonal stress and when you actually have a problem?
So that's a really good question. So stress is not a mental health diagnosis or disorder. Stress is typically connected to a specific event. And when that event or stressor, like you're planning a wedding or the holidays, once that event has passed, the stress should also pass. If you find that your symptoms or the stress that you're having persists well beyond whatever the event is, if it's impacting your day-to-day, like you can't do your daily functioning, you're losing interest in the things that once made you happy, that might be a time where you want to go talk to someone, and especially if you're having any thoughts of harming yourself or harming other people or anything like that.
Yeah, now how can people from the outside looking in help someone or lend a helping hand to someone that might be experiencing those things?
Yeah, so if you see someone's experiencing stress, the biggest advice I always give is to offer practical help. It's very easy for me to say to you, hey, I'm here for you. If you need something, give me a call, which is fine, but that now puts the onus on you to call me and tell me you need something, which you may not want to do. So instead, I might say, hey, I know you have a 3-year-old. On Tuesdays, I'm free every Tuesday. If you ever want me to pick him up and bring him over to play with my kiddo, I got you. I can do dinner. Tuesdays always work for me. Let me know. Now I've given you something practical, something that you can take me up on without having to necessarily come to me and say, I'm stressed out.
I love that practical advice. So if on Tuesdays you guys are looking for Noah, he will be with Dr. Eanah.
That's right.
Thank you so much for all of that great advice, especially around the holidays and helping all of our viewers at home who might be stressed right now.